questions. Oh, I'm sick. I'm sick. All right. Now, hopefully Mr. Ford is in the bed. Listen, don't ask me no dumbass questions tonight. All right? Somebody get Mr. Winfield on the line. We got Bird in the hole. Bird! Here, let me get my I'm embarrassed one. Oh, I'm crying, y'all. I am crying. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed. Oh my God. Let me see if I can find that meme. Ooh, y'all. When I tell you, we're going to have to go over these stats. His ass got cooked with that offensive play calling. We got. And here's the thing. I am Jackson State through and through. I bleed blue and white. But one thing I will say is win, lose, or draw, it's a part of it. And I'm glad that we can ready to have this segment and that he's going to tell us everything that we need to know. There's this new segment on my show I'm happy to announce, and it's called Let a Naysayer Know. I don't know what he's going to let us know today, though, because it looks like we lost by a lot, right? So I don't know if he can let us know something this time. But we're going to have our Let a Naysayer Know portion.
That fucking been.
Welcome, Uncle Willie.
What's going on? Can you hear me?
How we gonna fix it?
You there? Am I on?
You are on. The floor is yours.
Well, I want to start off by saying the play calling and the lack of adjustments. After the second drive, I would have put Jacobian in the game. See, this is what I wanted to say. I miss your show Thursday. You know, you have people, Timona, you know more football than a lot of these so-called people with these podcasts. You know, a lot of these people are basketball jocks, and they come on, they think they know football, and they don't watch no film. They don't look at stats, and they talk out the side of their ass. You know, it's the personnel, just like Mr. Ford says all the time. He said that a coach told him once upon a time that it's best to have 4 quarterbacks. But in college, a 2 quarterback, it's not the pros. Pros teams are specifically set and designed for certain things. They don't run RPOs that much in the pro unless you have a quarterback to run the RPO. This team, Grambling had a spy on McCoy the whole night. A big linebacker with some speed that can keep up with him and keep him in front of him. So when you already have a powerful running game with 4 running backs, you need to complement that with a guy that can make the reads downfield with a strong enough arm that can kill him over top. Yeah, McCoy can throw the ball, but he can't see like a 6'4" quarterback can. They wasn't worried about him throwing the ball over the top. He missed a couple of them. True enough, because the receivers gotten open, but that wasn't what they keyed on. They keyed on stopping him in that RPO offense all game. And I can't see why people, you know, I'll back and forth with a couple of stringing, and after McCoy got hurt and Jacobian came in the game, you know, he came in the game cold. I would put him in the second drive, but I think he ended up getting sacked, ball getting knocked out of his hand. But this after McCoy hadn't got hurt. What the fuck you gonna do? What, you not gonna play a quarterback if your quarterback get hurt? But in the college game, the quarterback, a two quarterback system works more often than not because you don't know what you have in college. Different teams are geared for different things, especially when they get down to league play. If the whole conference or whatnot playing a certain type of ball, that's how their defense or that's how their personnel is going to be set up. And I just thought that Jacobian would have done. I mean, Jacobian would have done a lot better in this game. He would have kept them honest. They wouldn't have been able to stack 8 in the box, 9 in the box. They wouldn't have been able to spy on the quarterback because he would have threw it over the head. So, what I take away from this game is TC needs to get better with his adjustments and his play calling. Offensive line held up pretty good. The defensive backs, they just standing up there letting the guys catch the ball, waving at the ball, arm tackling. You know, I mean, they fell off at the defensive back.
Uncle Willie.
I said something wrong.
Fix it.
Huh?
How we gonna fix it? You telling us what's up. Now how you gonna fix it? How you fix it? Because you can't play that way. They just gave us they just gave the rest of the SWAC the blueprint.
Well, if he don't make no adjustments, the rest of the SWAC gonna whoop his ass. You got to look. If somebody said this earlier this week, and when I was coaching youth ball, I did the same thing that Belichick do. You got to coach to your opponent. Just because McCart was my guy last year, but just because he make a few good flashy plays, that's not going to work against everybody. That's not going to work against every defense. His play is not going to work against every defense. So what we need to do going forward, he really need to look at film and study his opponent. Study the opponent that he's playing. If they're good at run stop, then you need to have Morgan in the game to keep the defense stretched. If they pretty good up front, like y'all knew that Grambling was pretty good on the defense, you need to throw the damn ball. You need to mix it in. That RPO shit is not going to work against. I don't know, man. I just what pissed me off. I'm not upset because it don't count as a conference loss. Right. It counts as a loss against our record, but it don't count as a conference loss. But what pisses me off the most is people get on the air and they know they played basketball and hopscotch and never did go outside to play fucking pick up and run, let alone any football. And then they want to come on here act like they professional or like they some type of gurus in football, and they're not. Hell, they don't even watch fucking film.
You talking about the Madden bro?
No, I ain't gonna mention no name. But I was talking to.
I didn't say mention names. I said you talking about the Madden bros, like the folks that are,
Oh yeah, to play Madden football and stuff and think they know how to play. Yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty
they
much.
done studied go routes and they done studied all these different games on Madden and they play in the story and they've beat it a couple of times.
And they think they know the game. Yeah, that part. Yeah. That's a perfect analogy. That's a perfect analogy.
I done peeped it. They want to do vocabulary words instead of talking about football, common sense football.
And then, people get upset. I just want, before I get off this air, I want people to know this. I want our people to get out and vote in November. We have less than 40 some days, and we get out and vote. And I know the people that I got into it with tonight, they was in their feelings because they had a guest on their show last week. And it was another brother. And they was telling brothers and sisters that Project 2025 is a hoax and vote the couch. And whenever a Negro tell you some stuff like that, that's an enemy to you. That's an enemy to you.
What? Who said that?
And let me say one more thing, because they gonna know. They gonna know. Let me say one more thing, and I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna get off tomorrow.
Okay, but what about our next game against Texas Southern?
I think we'll be all right. I think he'll make the adjustment.
I know.
Grambling came in there. Grambling had an advantage. They had the referees on their side.
They
Um,
definitely had the refs on their side. There was at least 30 yards with just roughing the punter or roughing the kicker. Well, the punter, our punter Matt Knoll, to the point that he got injured. They only gave him 5 yards versus, and we declined it, versus the 30 yards that he was actually supposed to get. Missed holding calls on that of Grambling. We're gonna break down
all night.
because the stats actually say up until maybe the fourth quarter, the defense was holding the offense after the second quarter. Like, they weren't going anywhere. Miles Crawley couldn't get nowhere.
Our first play from scrimmage, that straight handoff up the middle, and the umpire was in the way.
She talked all that noise, but what she got to say now, absolutely nothing. Miss Michelle, you must not know me, sweetie. I talk noise, win, lose, or draw. That's just how it is.
It's just a game.
Yeah, these
It's
folks
just a game. What they think Jackson State fans supposed to they think we supposed to just ball up in a corner and die and cry.
How is the Rattlers gonna be in here talking shit and they lost today? How?
Wow.
How you gonna be in here talking shit?
Who did they play today?
They said that the big quarterback was playing good today, Willie.
The little boy, the little rascal. Who did they play today, though?
They played Troy.
Oh, wow. They lost against Troy? Okay.
I think they kept it close for a minute there, and then, the final was 12-34. Daniel Richardson was 25 of 39 for 288 yards. He didn't even get a touchdown. Damn. Where y'all get the touchdowns from?
Probably kick return.
It had to be or something.
Kick return, running plays down and inside the red zone. Probably.
Anyway, yeah.
I just want to say
they said Texas Southern almost upset a top 21 team today. We might be in trouble next week if you play
we normally
like
have.
That. It wasn't even about the quarterback. It wasn't the quarterback, because when Jacobian came in, it was the same stuff, which is, number one, why the hell are you trying to pass and you in the red zone and there's less than 2 minutes left in the first half? Run the damn ball.
And Miller didn't get a chance to touch the ball today. Miller didn't touch the ball at all today.
All them damn backs you got.
Number 5 almost had 100 yards. I mean, if 2 or 3 more carries, he would have had 100 yards. I think he was up around 93 yards, something like that, 94 yards. Mulligan, didn't he have something like 94, or he ended up with 100 yards?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. Like, you started passing at the worst times. Why? What the?
When they got down and then they came back in the third drive, and they was throwing the ball, I thought it was they was panicking. They was panicking then, and you were still in the first quarter when you could have ran the ball. When you could have continued to run the ball. They were
you doing too damn much.
Mulligan and number 8 averaged.
They need to put Travis Terrell in the slot. They need to put Travis Terrell in the slot. He does not need to necessarily be a running back. Put him in the slot. Kobe Paul was on the sidelines with crutches on. Put Travis Terrell in the slot.
See, I told you know more football than a lot of these guys. I'm telling you, I'm serious. It's just what it is. Just because a man have a third leg swinging and he have a deep voice, don't mean he know football.
Wait, hold up, not a third.
I'm gonna say it again. Just because a man stand upright with a third leg swinging, don't mean that he know football. Especially if they basketball people. They never, I know people like these people. I grew up with people like this. They mamas wouldn't even let them come outside to play. Wouldn't even let them come outside to play sandlot. But now they done got grown. They done got them a few dollars. They got them a little station. Now they want to sound like they Dick Vitale are. Howard Cosell or somebody, and they don't know shit about what they're talking about. That's what pisses me off the most.
You know what I like about this? You know what I like about tonight? Even though we lost, it wasn't a good night for a lot of folks in the SWAC, baby. It wasn't good for a lot of folks in the SWAC. Bethune-Cookman, boy, they got upset by Clark Atlanta. I mean, you could have just turned the game off after the first half because you just knew all you had to do was run the damn ball, Bethune-Cookman. They scored 3 points in the second half, and they didn't score another, and they lost bad.
And people
Southern
won.
Southern won. Southern beat Prairie View. I know there were some Prairie View folks in the chat on Thursday talking mess.
We normally have Texas Southern number. That game against Grambling be kind of hard, and it be kind of hard when you play. So I just don't, man. Ever since I've been going to Jackson State football games, and that's some many moons ago. My first game, I was 12 years old when I went to it. And I'm 57 now. But many moons ago, I learned that when you go over in Louisiana, you just might as well get ready to play against the referees also. See, a lot of those calls, man, those calls change the momentum of the game. They change the momentum. They change the flow. And see, you're dealing with young men. You're not dealing with professional ball players that can adjust. You're dealing with young people that can lose their train of thought and their enthusiasm real quick. And that's how it is in most sports, whether they're professional or amateur. But,
hey, listen,
tonight,
this is a public service announcement, and I'm not saying it to anybody specifically, but I'm just making the announcement. If y'all want some NIL, y'all gonna have to make some plays, bruh. Make some NIL plays, bruh.
Oh, okay.
You
right about that?
Said, no. Said thinking he finna just comment in the chat. Said, This is the man that said that Prairie View was gonna win the West. Southern is a bad team. Listen, there was at least 3 or 4 penalties that were they were like, come on, bro. But then there was some penalties. It's like, bro, what the hell are you doing? We're third. Miles Crawley, we had him against the ropes. They're 3rd and 9. And Demanye, the one that had the interception last week, his ass booked him after the damn ball's not in his hands no more. What the are you doing? What are you doing? They scored off of that damn penalty.
Okay, tell me what happened on the play in the first half when the player's helmet came off and they called the penalty on Jackson State, but the guy, the helmet came off, he was still engaging in a block. He was still trying to play. So, I mean, somebody please explain to me what happened on that. You recall what I'm talking about? We had a big game. We had like a 20-yard gain on that play.
I'm telling you, whenever we had 20 or 30 more yards, you could just wrap it up that a penalty flag was going to be thrown. And I'm just like, bro, how do you go from only having 2 penalties last game, like, to having 9, and then Grambling barely had any penalties. We had 111 yards versus 4 penalties for 25 yards. And Grambling, like, bro, are you serious? They need to call somebody. Somebody call somebody. These SWAC refs are getting paid.
Man,
there's no way.
They was getting paid. They got paid good tonight. Now, I'm not the type of person that like to blame it on the referee or umpire, or,
That's like a glaring number. It's glaring.
I'm gonna say this. Let me say this, and I'm gonna get out because there's somebody out there waiting on me. I'm gonna say this. Now, out of all the years I played baseball is a real prejudice-like sport. I mean, it's you know what baseball is like.
They're never losing.
SWAC football referees to me are the most dirtiest and underhanded people on this face of the earth. Out of all the baseball I played, only once did I see some real bad referees or umpiring, and that's when I took a 9 and 10-year-old team to the state championship. And one of the umpires was a grandfather of one of the kids on the other team. We had to play them 2 days in a row. We beat them the first day. The second day, they did everything they could to make us lose the game. That's the only time in baseball that I've witnessed bad officiating. But SWAC referees, whenever we play a Louisiana team, you better look out. Whenever we play a Louisiana team and we play them over there in Louisiana, you better look out. Now I think
Okay, so we can definitely say that it was play calling and the refs and the quarterback play. Like it was a multitude of things. Two things can be true. Two
but that's
things can
okay.
be true.
We still gonna win. We still gonna win the East, and we're gonna play for the championship when we go into Atlanta. I'm not worried about that.
I am not okay right now. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
That was Uncle Willie, y'all. Y'all, my feelings are hurt right now. Let me see. This is a non-monetized live, so I wanted to play this song so bad, right? I wanted to play it because I felt like, oh my God, this is such a good song to play, right? And now I'm gonna still play it. Shit. I'm still play it because it's relevant. Shit. Yeah, I remember. I remembered all right. We got our asses whooped. Said you remember too, don't it? Said.
Sad day. It's a sad day.
Said you remember? Do you remember the 21st day of September?
I don't remember that day.
It's today. You don't remember today?
I'm gonna put today out my memory. I just came in for attendance, just to stop in, take my
Cannot be
medicine.
over here. Just you said you wanted to take your lesson. Look,
take my medicine and move on.
You gotta be in it just like us. I mean, hell, you're not the only one. I mean, for you, it's kind of bad because now you down 2 on the West.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
Yeah. So let me go ahead and play my little video for you.
Bro, he got his ass cooked. He got cooked.
Adrian, you didn't go down like that, huh?
He got cooked. Bro, he got his ass cooked. He got cooked.
Adrian, you didn't go down like that, huh?
He got cooked. Bro, he got his ass cooked.
What happened? How you gonna fix it?
Man,
can you guys still go to the SWAC championship? I mean,
we can, but I said this already. It is no possible way, especially seeing what Grambling did today. I just don't see Grambling taking 2 losses in the SWAC. If by a miracle we beat Grambling next week, Grambling would still have to take 2 SWAC losses. And they have the easiest schedule.
Grambling sucks.
Yeah.
What happened to going undefeated?
Oh man. We beat ourselves. It's one thing when another team beats you. It's another when you just like, if you go look at the stats, how many penalty yards Southern gave Prairie View. I mean,
I'm gonna go look it up. I would love to. I would love to look up Southern versus Prairie View. I would love to look at somebody else's messing up.
Oh man, they were begging us to win that game. I'll give you my snapshot and I'll get out the way. We were up 5 points with 5 minutes left in the game. We go down. We hit a field goal. We up 8 with roughly 4 minutes left. We let Southern march all the way down and score with like 2 minutes left in the game. Not only did they score, they still had to get the 2-point conversion. Because remember, we were up 5 and hit the field goal, so we're up 8.
Mm-hmm.
We are sacking their quarterback. He throws a lob in the air.
Noah Bodden?
Yes, we are in the process of sacking him. Great rush. He throws the ball like a in the air, and what's the guy from TSU that transferred to Southern? That was at Jackson
Hey,
State. Yep,
Quay Davis?
Quay Davis catches it with his toes barely in the end zone for the 2-point conversion.
Damn! Quay made a game-winning,
A game tying overtime catch.
game-tying overtime. Okay.
And then we go to overtime. We win the toss. We give the ball to them first, knowing that we'll get the ball remaining. Very first play, Southern runs the ball and runs it straight in for a touchdown. The very first play in overtime. I knew we lost there. We still get the ball, put up a valiant effort, got 2 first downs, got to the 4-yard line, and got too tricky and started doing all kind of counter runs and all kind of goofy stuff at the goal line. We end up going backwards. 4 plays, tried to pass it in the end zone. It was a wrap.
The ball slipped through your fingers like baby oil on Diddy's floor.
Damn.
Yeah,
Game just slipped through.
we got the memo that Southern couldn't run the ball, and we tried to run the ball, and they just kept blitzing and loading the box. I put this one on our coaches, to be honest with you. Our athleticism got us where we got in this game. The coaching way too conservative around the end. And man, this one hurt. Especially when Southern fans was leaving this game. They were leaving this game. They was out of there. Before we was up by 5, we were up by 12. We were up by 12 in the 4th. Southern fans were leaving. Look, shout out to Southern, man. They're just our albatross. I don't know if it's a ghost. I just absolutely hate Southern. I can't. This one hurt. I can't believe it.
Damn, you hate Sutton?
I
I
absolutely
didn't know you
hate
guys
Southern.
had more than one rivalry.
No. Southern is our rivalry. Absolutely hate Southern.
Yeah.
We had a big band fight.
What you think about the SWAC today? The SWAC, no, boy, these games is something else.
That shit was straight gay. No diddy. That shit was gay as hell. This was the gayest game I ever seen in my life.
Hey, why was it gay?
I mean, because it just ain't no way that every time we got a big run, they call a penalty. So I'm sitting here saying, I'm like, okay, so now we gotta play these refs now. So now you can't make no mistake. So now you have to be like, bro, come on, bro, like man, it was gay, bro. It was just a gay ass game, no diddy.
Gay?
Gay.
I've never heard of somebody like
man, that was the gayest game.
This live most definitely will not be monetized. I couldn't even
I said it. It was gay. Listen, ain't no. Listen, how do you have 2 running backs that get 7 yards a pop? I'm talking about got more yards than and they lose. Man, come on. Then I ain't gonna just put everything on a ref. Cause I'm like, TC,
we gonna have to get down to this coaching. This week, the coach gonna get
like
some
you,
work.
like you gotta like.
Doing now here, TC. You know why TC is gonna get the most heat? TC is gonna get the most heat because TC decided not to hire an offensive coordinator this year, and I don't want to hear nothing about no damn money. Please spare me. I don't want to hear that dumbass, lame ass excuse.
It ain't even that.
know nothing about no damn money. Which
he don't.
if you decide that you don't want to hire an offensive coordinator, okay, that's fine. You ain't got to. You don't have to. But when it's a game like this, you're gonna get the smoke. And you're gonna get a lot of smoke. And the reason why is because you chose not to hire. And this isn't just naysayers, people who don't fool with Jackson State. This is just, it is what it is. You chose not to hire a play caller or offensive coordinator, and that play calling right there, that shit did us in.
Tamona, it ain't even just the play calling. It's just, what was you doing tonight? Like, okay, you went. Okay, I was like, okay, well, is he gonna start
They were
Jacoby
talking
in the
about
second
TC didn't
half?
fumble the ball. No, he didn't. But he was calling passing plays in the red zone when he should have been running.
Yeah, and that was stupid for him. You know,
you can't. And some of these calls now. Come on.
But just so happened, I'm glad that we played Grambling and it's not a division game, because I would have been like, what in the hell is we doing?
What do we need to hire Art Briles for?
And I keep telling you, Timona, he need to put
our defense wasn't. Our
slot.
Defense was straight after the first quarter.
He need to put Travis in the slot.
Yeah. All right. So let's go through these numbers. Miles Crowley was 16 of 28. He had only one touchdown, and he was sacked twice. He had completed 57.1% of his passes. Now, most of that all came through the first quarter. After the first quarter, Miles Crowley was basically eliminated from play, right? The way that we lost was defensive touchdowns, right? Yeah. Both of our let me see. Cameron McCoy, 8 of 17, one interception, 140 yards, one touchdown. His longest pass was 70 yards. He was sacked twice. The breakdown of the pocket, that was not good at all. Jacoby Morgan, 5 of 12, one interception, 139 yards, one touchdown, 66 was his longest. Now, folks are saying that this is a quarterback experiment or whatever. I'm not saying that I know that he did this, but I'm just saying based off of how Cameron McCoy usually plays in the first half or the first quarter, I felt like TC told him not to necessarily take off, because there were instances in the first quarter where Cam would usually run the ball when he doesn't see a receiver open or the running back or his tight end. They literally shut down our tight end, Landy. He was a non-factor this game. Neither quarterbacks were 50%. Neither quarterbacks were 50%. So I feel like he probably told him not to run, because whenever Cam runs after so long, he ends up getting injured. What happened? Cam did start running and he got injured. I mean, look, the two quarterback system, I don't feel like it's necessarily working. Or it didn't work for this particular game. But then that's why I blame it on, don't you blame it on play calling? If you got two different quarterbacks and neither one of them are able to make those adjustments, Jacoby Morgan was threw for 41.7%, one touchdown. So it wasn't necessarily the quarterback at that point, right? It has to be the play calling. Two different quarterbacks.
This is my thing. Like I keep saying, you have to put the slot. You have to put Travis in that slot receiver in that slot position because listen, he is no way Grambling played they linebackers played that close and you didn't run no crossing route. You had the middle wide open. You don't throw it. You don't throw it in the middle. Like, bro, you got to be creative, man. I, I don't know what it was. You just saying who you go? Is this the game you gonna just decide who you gonna go with for the rest of the season? Cause I'm like,
Matt Noel was out. He got injured. Hopefully he's okay. Okay, let me read some of these comments. Morgan opens up the offense and overall makes better decisions. The defense was not good tonight. What defense was you looking at? The defense was making stops, but shit, it's only so much you can do. If the offense keep effing up, what can you do about it? The defense would literally make stops, get the ball back to the offense, and the offense would be 3 and out.
or they'll get a penalty.
Going forward, JSU needs one leader at quarterback. TC must pick one guy so the rest of the team can hear one voice. I don't know. Here, let's take a vote on who you guys feel like should be QB1.
Jacoby.
Okay, we're gonna take a poll on it. Hell, maybe we should deep into there. Where's Zion McDonald at? Hey, add Ethan Terrell in there.
Man, where is all these players, man? Yeah, you got Kobe Powell, you got Dupree, you got
Kobe Powell was
Travis.
on the Kobe Powell was on the sidelines with some crutches.
Well, you got Dupree, you got Travis, you got Isaiah, you got so like TC making me think.
Y'all saying that Jacobian should start after all them fumbles?
Hell yeah, he should start.
At the fumble at the line for a touchdown. Hell, if that's the case, his ass might should have just backed up and sat down in the end zone so you could have got 2 points instead of 7.
Was he behind the center when he fumbled? Because I had started watching the game after he fumbled and they scored and they went up. I think they went up 20. I think what it was 28-20.
I mean, Isaiah Spencer. Yeah, now sometimes y'all gotta come down with these balls. No Diddy. You gotta reach up and grab these balls. No Diddy.
Pause.
Your hands are slippery like they got baby oil on them. No Diddy. Like, what are we doing here? You gotta come down with them balls.
You know what? So this is how you lose the game right here. You got 5 turnovers. You fumbled 3 times. You threw 2 interceptions by each quarterback, and then you have 11 penalties for over 100 yards.
That's a damn shame.
That's how you lose.
Ain't nobody talking shit tonight. I mean, Grambling is, but I don't know. Where's Mr. Winfield at? Mr. Winfield, he said Crawley is player of the year for a reason. SWAC's preseason player.
Man, that man is trash, man. We shut him completely down. See, that's what I be saying with the SWAC football.
Man, y'all better put out another one. What else y'all got in the back? Y'all got Ethan Terrell and Zai. Let's put everybody in a rotation then, since we over here.
They're not gonna play.
You
Ethan.
got
They
too
rested him.
talented of an offense, too deep of an offense to be doing that. You cannot have that deep of an offense package. Maybe two tights. Where's Sebastian St. Louis? Maybe he should have did two tights. I only seen one. What is going on? Here, let me do another. Huh?
Well,
Also, you can't go 3 for 12 on third down either.
What you mean?
You can't.
Doc.
You can't go 3 for 12 on third down. So
I don't even know what. I don't know what. I was trying to figure out what the F that was.
What that means?
Oh my
God!
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
I'm fighting.
I mean, you can't go 3 for 12 on third down. You can't fumble. You can't turn the ball over 5 times. You can't have 11 penalties for 111 yards in the game. You just cannot. You do not win games like that.
So tell me this, dog. So
man, hey,
do
write
you
a check
think
your
that
ass
he?
in
Okay,
cash, man. That's all I
so
can say.
let's be real. If you got fast players on your team, right?
Right.
And you can utilize them in the slot, right? Cause you okay, the outside, okay, them your big guys. So you gonna use your fast players inside, right?
Right.
So do you think that he like why where are the crossing like SWAC ball not
Technically, Grambling wasn't even good on third down efficiency either.
Yeah, but see, they also kept the ball. But
Grambling was 4 of 14. They had the ball for 34 minutes. Our third down efficient was 3 for 12. So if we're looking at the grand scheme of things, Grambling's offense was not who won this game. That defense was winning the game by Jackson State's mistake. They were capitalizing off of stupid mistakes, stupid penalties. Some penalties you could have controlled, others it was kind of like But yeah, let me look at these penalties. All right. These are the penalties that Jackson State received. There was a false start penalty by Quavion Davis for 5 yards on Jackson State's 22-yard line.
What quarter was that?
The second quarter. The first quarter, there was a penalty for JSU for offsides for Amari Matthews for 5 yards to JSU's 38-yard. And then Amari Matthews had a face mask penalty as well. They must have stopped putting penalties in here because they ain't got the rest of them. Where the rest of them at?
Well, you had what's the big guy named Lacey? He had the what was that, TJ? He had the
roughing the passer
roughing
on
the
that
passer
third
penalty.
down.
Yeah, on the
I'm
third
like,
down.
man, what the hell?
We stopped them. We stopped them because
JSU roughing the passer. Damian Lacey, 15 yards to the Grambling State 3-yard line. Okay, a penalty, JSU personal foul. Reed Pulliam, 19 yards. Like Reed and Damian, y'all need to go run the stadiums tomorrow. Y'all got stadiums. JSU. Oh Lord,
man, cause Dooley was running the same shit he was running at Southern, and the reason why we stopped him. That's why I was like, bro, I know that. That's why I said the game was gay because I'm knowing the refs on your
I don't
side,
think
bro.
gay is the right word to describe the game.
That shit was gay, Timona.
You don't have no other word to describe it other than gay?
No, because I know football. When you know football, you was like, bro, this game was terrible.
if you was on my live right, and you was on my live stream right early tonight, you'd have probably cussed everybody out on the live stream. You'd probably cuss me out. You'd have probably cussed me out just because.
Brother Bakari, what happened and how we gonna fix it?
What's going on? How y'all doing? What happened and how you gonna fix it? My personal opinion is the wrong quarterback was in the game. I know people enjoyed what McCoy did against Lane, and that's what everybody bragged on how fast he was. And I'm not saying he's a bad quarterback, but people forget the week before that Jacoby Morgan was 23 or 28 versus Louisiana Monroe, an FBS school with a touchdown pass and a touchdown run. With McCoy in the game, the offense is extremely one-dimensional. They didn't respect the pass at all. They had a spy on him, and everybody was around the line of scrimmage. They didn't respect it at all.
That's what I
And I'm not saying
Can I?
McCoy is not gonna be good, but right now, for what they're doing, now with Jacoby and Morgan in the game, you can run and pass the ball. They have to respect both. How it's going to get fixed, that's how it's going to get fixed. Some of those penalties was just lack of discipline. Lack of discipline going in knowing we're going to walk through them. Now we being frustrated, and your frustration come out in some of those penalties. But I think your best player, in my opinion,
Your
I think the
opinion?
best is Jacoby and Morgan. And if he's not in the backfield, if he's not at the quarterback, you're going to see a lot of the same issues the rest of the season.
I'm about to take the J off their helmet. No, I'm just kidding.
That Jackson State had tonight. You will see it.
Yeah.
Don't take the block off. Nah, but Bakari,
I
know. Hey, Bakari, but you was in my chat right too, right? Hey, you told me the same. You told me the same thing. He's like McCoy ain't. He not it. Not right now. So here's another theory fact that I have right here too. Each game that Cam has played in, he has went out of the game. He has not finished a whole game.
I mean, they rolled on his damn ankle. Let somebody roll on your ankle.
Trust me, I play basketball. He's played basketball. The people used to roll on my ankle all the time. But what I'm saying is, he has not. It is the third game. He has not finished a whole.
Somebody
game.
rolled on his ankle because he was running. Because the receivers weren't getting open.
This is football, Timona. Listen. If you getting hurt, you the third game you done got hurt. You got
and
to
you
be
ain't
on the
finished
bench.
the half.
Yeah,
you have not finished the half.
First and secondly, he could have went back in game. The coach held him back. He had to get stitches underneath his eye, and the coach didn't put him back in. And that's why Jacobian finished the game.
But this is what I'm saying. But this is what we saying right here. Against Lane, he gets knocked out, of course, right? Last week.
Y'all need to keep that same energy because Jacobian threw for 41.6% today.
I mean, they brought pressure on him, but the whole thing is, what did McCoy what Cam got last week against Southern? What was that? The getting knocked in the head. So
the helmet banged onto his eye, and he ended up cutting his eye, which he needed stitches for. He went and got the stitches, and he was ready to go back in the game. And the coach said, just let Jacoby and Morgan finish it out. It's not no different than somebody getting hit in the head with a helmet. You got to be out for a play or two, or if the helmet comes off. And the coach decided, just let Jacoby and finish the game.
But
I understand
that's not him getting cut under his eye is not indicative of he didn't get to finish the game.
But Timona, let me ask you a question. Just be honest. Do this offense look as good with McCoy in the game as it did against ULM with Jacoby and Morgan started? There you
No.
go right there.
Jacoby and Morgan looked terrible
That
today,
is
Bakari.
that ain't see. I'm gonna ask the same question
What are
again
you asking
with
about
McCoy.
ULM for? I don't know. I
Okay,
don't know.
because the point. Okay,
I'm not even comparing quarterback play for
the point.
FBS for ULM. I'm talking about SWAC play. SWAC play. Jacobian threw for 41.7% today, right? He actually threw a worser completion percentage. And I'm not going either way. Like, I'm not, but y'all ain't going to keep talking about Jacoby and Morgan and Cameron
Well,
McCoy.
the point I'm making is the offense is one dimensional. They don't respect the pass. If Jacoby and Morgan had started that game, I'm willing to bet you their whole defense wouldn't have been within 7 yards of the line of scrimmage. I'm willing to
Sure
bet you they wouldn't have been that close. You would have had room to run the ball. Then when they bring them in, then you can throw it and throw it. That's the point I'm making.
They both had one touchdown, both had one interception, and then Jacoby and Morgan had the fumble. And then I want to say JD Martin had a fumble. And for context, the sacks that took place were 3rd and 12 on the JSU 41 and 3rd and 4 on the JSU 34, or on Grambling State's 34-yard line. He was sacked. So what does the sack mean? The sack means that there was the sack means that there was a breakdown in the offensive line in key crucial points in time. He had 2 sacks. Another thing, you can obviously tell the difference for Cam not running in the first quarter when he usually runs. The coach probably told him not to run.
Nah, it was the fact that
in the first quarter you could tell that he was not making runs. His coach probably directed him to not run in the first quarter because in the first quarter he was not running.
But they also had a QB spy on him. That's the reason why he wasn't running. They played containment. They played containment so good that they kept him inside of the pocket. The other thing with Jacobian though is like this. When he gets sacked, he holds on to the ball too long. If you ever look at the games, just look at it. He holds on to the ball too long when he gets sacked.
Jacobian didn't get sacks today.
He gets sacked, but okay. So but I'm saying like in other games, when he gets sacked, he holds on to the ball.
Well, he didn't get sacked tonight.
But I don't. If you did, and I'll be honest with y'all, if you that big, you 6'4", 230, you know. If you see the pocket breaking down, you see a lane. Run it, take off, run. Like sometimes it just kills me when he stands in there and he's trying to go for the gusto, he throws off of his back foot. Also, like run. Just run. Just run for me.
Now I'm gonna say something. I'm sorry, I thought you had stopped, Doc. My bad.
No, you go ahead.
On that interception for a touchdown at pick 6 right before the half, I think that was a bad play call. My honest opinion, that was a bad play call.
Can we talk about the play? Can we call a spade with the play calling, Bakari?
Yeah, I was just about. That was a bad play call. That's just like the same pick 6 really against the dude from Southern dropped it. The same type of play, just out there in the flat, jumped it, touchdown. That was a bad play call. They played too conservative. Everybody, like I said, in his back. So with the play calling with McCoy in the game, everybody's on the line of scrimmage because they already know we're not going to throw the ball more than 6 yards downfield. So really, with McCoy in the game, your passing attack is an extension of the run game. So you really don't have to. That's when I say they're not respecting the pass. They don't have to worry about anything downfield ever. So you are making your you are making your offense, which you have damn good receivers, you have good tight ends, but you are making them so one-dimensional where they're just in it's just causing a big cluster, and nothing is getting done. And if the play calling is not changed, if they remain conservative, the way that it's with all the talent they have, with those explosive, with those receivers that they have, and yes, we had a couple of receivers drop some balls today. That gonna happen too, but with those receivers you have, and you're not willing to take chances to throw the ball downfield, it's gonna be the same. I don't even know who we playing next week, a week after, a week after, a week after.
Texas Southern.
It's going to be, and if you're not willing to take a chance throwing the ball downfield, you're going to have the same problem with your offense. And unless you got someone you can just push around, but now people see it. Okay, let's put 7-8 people in that box. Bring 7-8 people down here within 5-6 yards of the line of scrimmage, and dare them to beat me. And with McCoy in the game, and that's what I mean. If you're gonna play, if McCoy is gonna be the starter, you're gonna have to trust him to throw the ball downfield. You're gonna have to trust him to throw the ball 30 yards downfield to loosen up the defense. That way, your run game open. If not, we'll be having these same conversations.
I mean, Grambling just whooped our ass, but they really just gave us they gave the rest of the SWAC a blueprint.
Yeah, oh my God, Grambling is trash, man. I just feel like that we didn't.
Said Grambling is trash. So
yes,
what are we?
They is trash.
If Grambling's trash, what are we?
We trust me, we are not trash. That's what you call trash.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you just like this. At least we ain't like North Carolina A&T.
No, that's not no. At least we are not. What? At least we're not like North Carolina A&T. Huh?
Hey, they got their ass.
That's not a compliment. We supposed to be running the SWAC.
Well,
that's not a compliment.
At
least we
I'm
not
gonna
like
be
A&T. At least we not like Bethune. Huh?
Shit, I don't want to be like Bethune either. To lose to Clark, come on now. But at the same time,
shit, it might as well have been us losing to Clark.
Ain't nobody.
No, I am sober. Am I drunk? No. Was that play calling drunk? Am I drunk? Are you asking if I'm drunk? No, I'm not drunk at all. I'm very much so sober.
He asked me if you drunk.
Yeah, gonna ask me if I'm drunk. Why would I need to be drunk? Shit. Over there.
I need to be drunk. What's up?
Play calling, bad.
What about it?
Play, bad. No halftime adjustments. Bad.
Hey, TJ, what about it, bro?
Jacoby and Morgan.
I got it right here. What you want?
Jacoby and Morgan should have came out the second half being QB1, not letting Cam come back in the game. Go ahead and make the switch immediately. That didn't even make logical sense.
That is all we saying, Timona.
Your adjustments, your halftime adjustments.
That's all we saying.
We're gonna keep doing the same thing, and it'll work out. No.
Exactly. That's all we are saying. TC, what in the hell made
that
you
I'm
come
tripping.
back out?
How am I tripping?
You gotta ignore Bishop.
They saying play calling. If you don't think that calling for your quarterback who's in their own red zone to pass the ball with less than 2 minutes left, and you could have just went into the locker room, just ran the ball. Like, what are we doing here? If you don't say that is not, that's called that's bad play calling.
You know what? You're right.
He's over here saying I'm tripping, but I watch football and I know that you shouldn't be running that. You shouldn't be trying to throw the ball. Like, what are you doing? Run the ball.
You know,
we were only losing by what? 1 point?
Mm-hmm.
I say that's bad. I say that's bad play calling as well. But unfortunately, we couldn't see that. Was any other receivers out? Is that what Cam Is that the pass he chose to throw? Because that wasn't going to even get the first down, even if he caught the ball.
That he would have.
That
It doesn't matter. You need to be calling run plays.
I understand. So what?
Oh,
But
you're
what I'm
saying
saying,
that he made an executive decision on his own
well,
to
no, because it's like as soon as the ball was snapped, I don't know if he looked at any more reads or not. He snapped, he dropped it, and he threw it into the flat. I don't know if any other receivers were out or not.
he just
I
needed to
think
run it. Just run the ball.
I agree with that. I think if you're trying to be aggressive, is once again tomorrow when we talking about throwing down, and I know the dude can at least throw the ball down.
I'll pull up the play.
But-
I'll pull up the play so we can look at it. I'll literally pull it up so you can look at it. And he at that point in time, then he took a timeout when it was 2 minutes and it was basically the 2-minute warning where they automatically get a timeout. Coach TC took a timeout. Why are you taking a timeout right here?
You know, he had
what is the purpose of you taking a timeout right here, Coach TC? You already get a timeout. Why are you doing this? You automatically get a timeout and you call the timeout.
So if you're trying to be aggressive and score, the purpose of that call, if you're gonna pass down there, which means you're trying to go downfield and score.
He didn't pass it. It wasn't down the field though. It was like
that's what I know. I'm saying that's the time you throw the.
Oh, okay, right. So if
that's when you throw it downfield. That's when you throw it 40 yards downfield. Get a pass, maybe you catch it, score a touchdown. You don't know.
That was a mid
but
pass.
to throw a 3-4 yard out.
Even a 4 or 5 yarder. Like what are you?
No,
doing?
it was like a 3 yard out. He wouldn't have got the first down no way.
What are you doing? You could have ran that 3 yards. Y'all stop blaming everyone else but TC. Morgan didn't get reps in practice.
Who said that?
Defense wasn't ready. Special teams error, I think.
Oh my God! Please tell them to stop talking because how in the hell the defense
it's a combination of things. I'm not saying that. Well, first of all, I feel like the defense did what they were supposed to do, but after a while, when you have to keep getting on the field, your ass is tired. I done got you the ball. You done turned the ball over. I got to come right back out here. Now I got a short field. The defense did what they were supposed to do. The defense can only do so damn much if you keep giving the other team short field advantage.
Yep.
The play call should have been a run. You only down by 1. You just want to make sure that you run the clock out. There was 1 minute and 58 seconds. You're supposed to be trying to run the clock out. Run the clock. Run the clock.
You know, now that is enough time to get downfield and score, but I don't understand that 3 yard pass in the flat down there.
You didn't need to just run. Just run.
I know it.
I'm gonna be honest with you. This is what we should have did. We should have took that damn tape from the game last week where Grambling played with A&M Commerce and see basically what the hell them dudes was doing just to, you know what I'm saying? Because they ran the ball down their throat. They had 267 yards last week against this Grambling team.
How much we had?
We had like over 150 some yards of total offense. I mean, not total, but rushing offense.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So what I'm saying is, look,
we're going
to be in the knockout drag out fight. Give the ball to your bell cow.
Listen.
How many passing yards did they have? The Texas A&M Commerce have last week though?
They threw for over 200 some yards in that game too.
So watch this, right? So they threw the ball over 200 and some yards. I'm willing to bet you Grambling didn't have 7, 8 people in the box like they completely disrespected Jackson State offense because of play calling and because of, and I ain't blaming it, but because of when he's in the game, this is the plays that's being called. I don't know what he can do outside of running. I don't know how good his arm is throwing the ball downfield. I don't know. Don't nobody know. You don't know because he don't get the opportunity to do it. So now I can put 8 people in the box with him, and one of them is gonna spy on him, and we gonna break and we gonna contain him. And that's what happened. Texas A&M Commerce was throwing the ball. So now they had to bag everybody could not be in the box against Texas A&M Commerce.
And then they were gashing them every time when once they moved, once they went back and kind of played safe, A&M Commerce just basically straight up destroyed them on the ground.
Now watch this. Now watch this.
That run game was not. Come on, bro.
He gonna throw the damn ball to the damn flex. What the hell made you do that? Here you go, right here. I think this is the play. I'm thinking.
You could have just gave ULM. You can give ULM as a wash.
And he stared him down.
He stared
him down.
Yeah.
Why? You're 3rd and 4.
Okay, as soon as the ball was snapped.
Looking dead at you. Do you not see him?
Oh, and he was on. Wait a minute, go. Hey, rewind that, Timona. Rewind that.
Okay.
As soon as the ball was snapped, everybody knew where he was going with the ball.
No. For real. Look. It's 3rd and 4.
Ran the damn ball. You're 3rd and 4.
So go back.
Run the damn ball. A minute and 42 seconds left.
Look at where they at. They're on the far hash right there. Why are you throwing it from the far hash?
No, why are you calling a throw?
Right,
why are you calling a throw?
What I'm saying, but this is what I'm saying. Why are you throwing the ball if you just call? If you're gonna call a pass play, I understand, but I understand what you're saying.
No, why are you
run the ball on 3rd and 4?
Like, why are you doing that? There's no reason whatsoever for you to do that. It's not necessary. You need to run the damn ball. It's a minute and 40 seconds. There's a lot of time left.
But what I'm saying, just listen to what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. They're on the far hash. His arm ain't that strong throwing from the far hash. That's the reason why the ball got picked off. That's what I'm saying.
Man, Cam can definitely launch it. He literally launched it like 50 yards to the end zone towards the end of the game. So it's not that he doesn't have a strong arm. It's that they should not have called they should have not have called a pass.
I'm gonna say it
you know
like
why
this.
he was staring down Isaiah Spencer? Because the play call was to pass to Isaiah Spencer. So he's eyeing his receiver.
But you don't do that though, Timona. They teach you not to do that. If you're gonna do it, I would love to play DB if a quarterback gonna stare the receiver down. I'm gonna jump it every time.
I would love to play DB if you only do a one. If you're doing a one read, that's all you doing. If you one reading somebody, it could be the corner, it could be a safety. Hell, if you're gonna throw in the flat, it could be a linebacker because they could play zone.
Or just don't call those dumbass. Don't call a dumbass throw play for 3rd and 4. And you over here saying, "Hey, you pass it." Why? Why are you passing? And there's
That's why I asked. That's why I asked did any other receivers go out on that play, because as soon as that ball was snapped, they knew where he was throwing it. Maybe with a minute, I'm gonna be honest, a minute and 50 seconds left, that's enough time to get downfield and score and get you a field goal, possibly a touchdown. That's enough time, because it ain't like you can run the timeout, because Grambling had 2 timeouts. So if you run the ball up the middle, get 2 yards, they just gonna call a timeout and force you to punt from way back there. But to throw that ball in that flat from that far hash,
at this point, you are only down by 1. Technically, if you really want to be real about it, you could have just ran the ball. Or you could have just ran the ball so that you could have just went into the locker room at 13 and 14. Coach TC's trying to drive. I'm just saying, Coach TC is trying to drive the ball down. This is the play, right? This is 2nd and 12, because what happened is
now
JD Martin.
Pause this right here. Pause this right quick. Pause this.
JD Martin got the play and he ran it down, and then we got some type of penalty.
Okay, now this is what I want to show you. Okay, do you see how this is what we saying? You see them linebackers for Grambling. You see how close they is. You see how close they are to the line. That's what we telling you. They don't respect the pass because listen, I am finna run straight crossing route. Look how far they is. Look how far they in the box. You got all that room behind them. I'm finna cross his ass to death. Cause I'm gonna make him bag them linebackers up so my running game can be open. See, you gotta see TC ain't doing the right thing. He ain't thinking.
So
Bruh.
you got
This is second
so
and 12. This ain't even 3rd and 4. That's the next play. This is 2nd and 12.
God damn, man. God damn, they ain't nothing but what 2 yards behind them.
You see? He took off.
Shit.
What he doing right here? What is he doing? Running.
Running, and that's why I
They
said
wasn't expecting him to run.
we agreeing with you. That's what we saying. He should have
It was
ran
play
the damn ball.
calling. Pure and simple.
Yeah. He should have ran
And
the
he
damn
is
ball.
a smaller, he's not as big as Jacobian, so he can't be taking those hits like that. So TC literally said in the presser, he said that he needs to stay upright and that he said that you can't run every time. You don't need to run every single time.
Then he gotta know
Okay.
how to slide too.
so this is
Well, then maybe Coach Kirk needs to teach them how to slide. But what I'm saying is that they definitely, he definitely ran the ball, right? He ran the ball. And people are like, he's always getting hurt. Do you see how many defenders are on him? Where's his offensive line? All right.
So here's the 3rd down right here. So we on the far hash. You got one receiver at the top.
All right, let's pause
These are
it and see what we got up here. Let's see what
So
we
you
got
got
up here.
so you got your X receiver at the top. You got
They
the running
running
back.
a 3. What they run?
They running a trip set on the
They
on the
got
left
3
side.
linemen.
Yeah, he ran a trip
They
play.
got who is that up at the far left? Is that Jonas Fortillion? I don't understand why he didn't
Jonas
have
is playing the Y.
Why he didn't have Isaiah Jonas? Shit, put Travis Terrell in the slot.
It wouldn't even matter if they would have did that.
I mean, I still don't think
play,
me personally at 13 and 14 with a minute left, I don't really think that you necessarily need to throw right here because at this point we could just end the half like this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Which means you could have just ran the ball again, tried to get 4. If you get a first down, good, and you run it some more. If you don't get it, then that's fine. But at this point, at 13 and 14, you do not need to do this play. It's not necessary. And folks are over here saying it's not play calling, but shit. And I understand that when you're in the game, it's a difference. So there's Landy. Landy is over there moving. Yeah, Marvin. Tight end.
Mm-hmm.
The tight moved.
We on the far hash.
I just don't think that. Okay, so the call that was, or the play that was called was obviously a passing. It was passing.
So go back to when the receivers go on their routes. So like you got whoever this is in the middle, he's covered right there.
It doesn't at this point, no matter what, right? No matter what, you shouldn't have called that play anyway. Let's just dead the fact that he caught it and that it was a bad throw and that he said you're going to throw to X, Y, and Z. It was a bad call altogether, right? Because you have 1 minute, 53 seconds left. You're 3rd and 4. It's 3rd and short. And you're getting ready to go in the locker 13 to 14 and it's manageable.
Let me ask you a question, Timon. What make you think it was going to be 14-13 and a half? The punter had already been hurt. He done kicked the 10.
Because when the other punter came in, so Matt Noel, his first punt was like 10 yards. His second punt was like 10 yards. The third punter that came in, I'm gonna get you his name. He punted it far. He was that was the punter that put it down at the 2 or 3 yard line. Was our next punter, the punter that came in to replace him.
Okay, and I got you. But for me personally, I understand being aggressive, trying to get downfield and possibly get in field goal range. That me, I don't understand that play call. I most definitely don't understand throwing that ball in the flat. I most definitely don't want to punt and possibly give them, they're trying to get the ball because of you.
The thing is, the defense was
That's what I
in
was
the
saying. They
second
weren't
quarter.
gonna
The
score.
defense was
Yeah,
holding their offense.
Miles Crawley didn't have shit from the second quarter to the
Miles
end of the
Crawley
game.
had a first quarter game, and then in the second quarter, Miles Crawley was literally eliminated from the equation.
Now I do agree with that being a bad play call, because if I'm trying to be aggressive, I'm going downfield with the ball. I'm not calling that ish right there.
What are you calling? Are you calling to the tight end, or are you calling?
You gonna just go from you just gonna go fly route. Shit, you trying
Yeah,
to get downfield.
It's 3rd and 4, so I'm trying to get that. So I can run up the middle and punt, or I can throw the ball downfield and possibly catch the ball and put myself in position to score. So me being aggressive and I want to score, I'm gonna.
She said, if the catch was made, will we be having this discussion? Yes.
Because he still wouldn't have had the first down.
He still wasn't gonna have the first down. No way.
Not only that, it's like, why? Why are you not running the ball, TC? Run the ball out so y'all can go to the
corners was playing press the whole. That play right there, the corners was playing press the whole game.
The same sentiments that I'm saying right now.
That's what I'm saying. Then it wasn't misdirection.
This is football 101.
It wasn't shit. I'm like, bro, they playing 2 yards behind the defensive.
You're not even standing by the chains.
This shit, it was terrible, man. That's what I'm saying. What a misdirection there. What a jet sweep said. Where this shit at? Cause guess what?
Hey,
you ain't telling me that
I'm telling you right now,
man. You ain't telling me that them linebackers that damn fast to get the Travis on the jet sweep. You can't make me believe that.
Then okay, we can also talk about the cheating, right? Because there was some cheating. There was some slaw ass calls, like when they called targeting when it wasn't targeting. Okay, so we're not going to call targeting, but we're also not going to call was it roughing? Let me see which one this was. Was this the roughing the passer? No, this wasn't roughing the passer, but unnecessary roughness or something like that. They didn't call that either. They just took both of it away.
Yeah.
They just took both of them away. Look right here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he hit him dead in the head.
He did not hit him in the head.
Shit, watch this.
He tried to. He did not hit him in the head. He missed.
That's in the head.
He missed him. He did not hit him in the head. He missed him. That's a miss.
That's a flag.
That's a miss. It's a flag.
Though.
It's a flag, but it's not a targeting because
it ain't no target, but that's a flag. They ain't throw either
that's
one.
That's definitely a unnecessary roughness, or that's definitely a penalty. But they took even that away. It's like, what the fuck are y'all? Oops, excuse my language. This live is demonetized, y'all. Obviously, clearly, this language tonight has been rough. I'm just glad I didn't actually stream the game. Okay. And Coach Green, you need to be quiet, because Southern beat Prairie View don't mean nothing. We already put belt to ass to you. Don't come over here popping up in the mentions just because y'all won tonight against Prairie View. Go heckle Prairie View, not us. And you can't, Bishop. I'm not listening. I'm not listening to nothing that y'all have to say. I'm sorry. It was bad.
Well,
all right.
I'll holler at y'all later, man. I've been up since
2021.
7:30 this morning.
1st and 10. Got ran through like at a Diddy party.
I'm talking about look at that defense.
Oh my God. What? Nothing wrong with the defense.
That's what I said. Look at it.
Out, boy.
Telling you,
That defense was stout.
we just gotta get that quarterback, man. We get that
It's
quarterback.
hey, look.
Man, listen, we gonna be dangerous, man. We gonna be dangerous. That's why I tell you, FAMU, they keep talking. I'm like, bro, I promise you, FAMU is not gonna beat us, bro.
Huh?
FAMU is not gonna beat us.
Man, I don't want to hear I don't want to hear no predictions on no other teams for the rest of the. Don't call me to do no verses. I'm not doing it. Don't call me to do no verses to say what we got and who we this, and don't call me. I don't want to participate. Fine, get somebody else to do it. You gonna come on this live tonight? Get somebody else to do it. You gonna come on this live tonight to talk about Jackson State? Get somebody else to do it. Get somebody else to do it. Look at how he's hitting the damn quarterback. Boy, you better be glad you didn't get a penalty on that. I'm talking about he lit his ass up. Who's that, McDaniel? McDaniel was lighting Miles Crawley up. Do you hear me? Lighting him up like a Christmas tree.
Ooh.
Yeah, like I said, get somebody else to do it. Y'all might have beat Summer, but we still better than JSU. Who is this? I know you're not from Southern. How are you better if you didn't beat us? You ain't better. We can't say anything tonight, bro. After tonight, bro, on the panel, we got issues. This is going into SWAC play now. Yeah, we ain't no excuses. Damn, they lit his ass up. Lit him up. Brother Bakari lit his ass up.
Yeah, he did that.
Lit Miles Crawley up. I ain't got nothing bad to say about the defense.
Now here go the dumb penalty right here.
This is DeMonte Lacey, right?
Right.
We 3rd and 9, y'all. 3rd and 9. DeMonte Lacey, you will be running stadiums from 8 o'clock in the morning till 10 o'clock. You running all stadiums. 3rd and 9. He lets go of the ball and your ass bump into him. What are you doing that for? Bruh, that was a guaranteed turnover on downs. They're going to punt the ball. We could have possibly blocked it, and we would have been – we got real issues going in the SWAC play, and it don't look good. Okay, so here's a couple of things. First of all, having a stout defense is enough, right? Like, you only have to have medium quarterback play, right? Everybody else's quarterback, the only people we have to worry about in the East is really
Fam.
Right. Because Bethune-Cookman got their ass whooped by
He ain't even there. It's just that
Clark Atlanta.
Their quarterback players garbage.
I don't know what happened with Cam. Cam was putting up Super Bowl numbers the first half. And then I don't know, did they take Cam out? I stopped watching, but damn, how the hell did Clark Atlanta beat y'all? They asking for Coach Head. I was like, damn.
Yeah, we're gonna have to sleep on this game and correct some shit. I'm gonna tell TC.
I mean,
hey, man,
listen, we gotta beat
don't
Texas
put
Southern. Like, you don't want to.
Texas Southern ain't no damn body.
Okay, so this game doesn't count. So as mad and as loud as I am because we lost, I think I was more so mad about the way that we lost, right? That dumbass penalty right there. That was just a stupid penalty. We're literally 3rd and 9. What are you doing and why?
See, Timon, you know, a lot of these people gonna be mad because see,
it doesn't count.
They looking at greatness right now, but see, they know once we adjust, we're gonna be putting belt to ass through the SWAC, so that the hate gonna come now.
What?
Yeah, the hate gonna come.
Listen, we have Texas Southern next week, and that game does count. So that's why it's kind of like you over, and it's an away game. Like,
What that mean?
basically, I was like, this game is supposed to the theme is that this game is supposed to tell us where we're at in SWAC play. Me leaving this game, I have more questions than answers, right? Damn. Bethune-Cookman let Clark Atlanta go 30 for 49, 374 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 1 interception.
Hey.
Cam Ransom, he played 22 of 31 attempts for 382 yards and 3 touchdowns. They didn't play another quarterback. So are you saying that he didn't get no more yardage after the first half?
Sound like Mal Crawler.
Damn. Well, so I know, I mean, they're definitely just going to they say we have a quarterback problem.
They ain't got no damn quarterback problem. It's just what the PC just gotta put goddamn Jacoby in. Shit. Yeah, you did like we just said. Shit, when you got Cam in the game, you
No,
one
it's up in
dimensional,
the
bro.
air for me. Y'all over here keep on saying put Jacobian in, but damn, Jacobian,
for real.
Jacobian touchdown and fumble.
That's part of football though. But what we saying, your offense as a whole is not one dimensional with Jacoby and in. Like Cam, I'm gonna flood the box because I know y'all not finna take no shots downfield, and all y'all want to do is run with them. So I'm gonna be like, hey, defensive ends, y'all contain. Listen, linebackers come up because I know CC not finna take no shots downfield. Now versus when Jacoby come in, he can throw.
Jacobian
He
overthrows the
can,
ball.
yeah,
All
but
I'm saying is
it
y'all
makes the offense better though.
Let me ask a question, Tamona. Let me ask a question because I know
Yeah.
I don't be. I ain't. I'm just asking. Like I saw Jacobian last year, and I've seen Jacobian play this year. I'm just a. What is it Cam do other than being faster than Jacobian? What is it he do better than Jacobian?
Not a damn thing.
Other than just being faster.
Not a damn
Don't
thing.
ask me. Right now, I think they both look bad tonight. I don't think
Yeah,
none
it's
of
a
them won the
bad
starting
game.
job off this experience.
Yeah,
Shit,
it's a
both of
Okay,
y'all
bad
need to go
game.
sit down.
but you know something. But we have a bigger
Both of y'all need to
sample
go sit in
size.
timeout. Y'all both look
See,
bad.
this is the thing, Timona. You can't throw away what Jacobian did last year with his record and what he did. You can't throw away what he did against ULM, regardless if you want to. You have a bigger sample size of Jacobian than you do Cam. Other than so when we ask what has he done better than what Jacobian has done being the starting quarterback for JSU, what has he done better as a starting quarterback? Cam, other than being faster, I know everybody like the speed and it's exciting, but when you play real teams, and I'm just gonna put everybody in the box on you, because this all you want to do. Now your defense, now your offense can't do nothing. So now what? Because we saw it tonight. So then, what is it he does better than Jacobian, other than being faster? He's electric. I'm just saying, if he gonna be the starter, I'm still gonna be with Judge. But my point is, if Jacobian is in the game, you would not have 7 people in the box where your running backs can't run. You have
So
to
basically,
limit
you're
the
saying that the
pass.
defense will back up off of our
Yeah,
offense because
yeah.
the
Yes,
throwing is a threat.
yes. They
Mind
don't
you, okay.
Because you got to think about this, though, Timon. Think about this. So, all right, you got Jacobian in the game, right? So, like I showed you how Grambling linebackers was 2 yards from the defensive line. That mean they crown the ball. Okay, you bring Jacoby in, right? They gonna bag up. So you think about what you can do with him in the game. You can RPO, you can quarterback run, you can run your running backs, you can do crossing routes, you can hit. It's more you more than one dimensional versus Cam. He come in the game. You're gonna crowd the box. That's plain and simple. Yeah, tonight was a bad night. It's football. Everybody have somebody and shit. You telling me Shadur Sanders ain't the best quarterback in college football and they lost tonight? He the best quarterback in college football right now. But they lost.
And I think that's a thing that like
in the SWAC,
everybody's a couch coach, right? Everybody wants to break down the game. Everybody wants to say what we should and shouldn't do, who should and should not start. And you know what? Maybe it is like one of those things where coach sees stuff at practice. So coach knows what is.
And I'm gonna tell you something, right? But when people studying film, ain't nobody studying Jackson State practice film. They studying game films. And you know why Jacobian Arm is gonna get more respect than Cam until Cam do something with his arm passing? Because people, guess what? Because they gonna look at Jacobian passing from last year. I know you say forget ULM because they FBS, but the other teams, they're not gonna forget. They studying those games like this guy can pass. Last year in the games he started, he was 10 touchdown passes to 1 interception. So when they studying film, they see which quarterback. They see which quarterback is passing the ball. They see which quarterback throw the ball better. They see which quarterback can throw the ball downfield. Then when they see one quarter, so now with this quarterback in the game, just crowd the box. And once we crowd the box, because Grambling, like what you said, Grambling gave people the blueprint. And the blueprint is going to be go crowd the box, make him beat you with his arm. And if he can beat you with his arm, that'll be great. But guess what? TC gonna have to call the plays to let the rest of the SWAC know that our quarterback Cam can beat you with his arm. Either they don't trust his arm or they just want to be conservative. It's one or the other.
Because check this out. This is what I do. This is exactly what I do with Cam. Okay, I know he. If we gonna do RPO, if we gonna just say, I'm gonna just use it hypothetical. If we gonna be RPO this game, right? Because he fast. I'm gonna use that. Okay, I'm gonna use him just because of his speed and everybody want to see excitement and shit. So okay, I can do that, or I can build him a package when we get in the red zone because he is fast and run RPO in the red zone. I keep telling everybody, football is simple. They make football hard. Football is not hard. Football is so simple, bro. But we gonna tighten this shit up though, and we gonna do the thing next week.
Well, I'm finna get off here, Tamona. Thanks for letting me come up on your panel, and peace to the chat and everything. But like I said, if it's gonna be Cam,
gonna fix it. You done messed me up to Dallas visit. I done called the police because I'm doing a refund. A refund is due unto me. Don't feel like I just been abused out here today. God ain't pleased with this. You can't do the Saints like this. Boys, I don't even know if I'm gonna sit out here till the police come. I'm gonna sit out here till the police.
Man, hey, write a check your ass in cash, man. That's all I can say.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh Lord. What is your solution to the issues that we are having at quarterback? So I think that Coach TC is implementing this dual threat quarterback situation because the reason why he's doing that is because last year when we had Jason Brown, we had a situation where coach was like going with Jason Brown no matter what. Like he didn't care what was going on. He was going to let Jason Brown play. And so I think he, in a sense, learned from that, meaning just because somebody's there, that don't mean, or just because somebody is reigning QB1, that don't mean keep them at QB1. So Cam and Jacoby Morgan, they both had similar passing stats in terms of yards and touchdowns. Both of their completion percentages were under 50%. Each threw for an interception. They both have long plays. McCoy had a short pass that ended up going for 70 yards. Morgan had a longer pass that went for 66 yards. So potential solutions, of course, is utilizing the run game. Our run game was missing today. Well, no, it wasn't. JD Martin and Irv Mulligan were running, but I feel like it was more versatile against Southern. And maybe that's because it wasn't the travel team. We didn't have all our players, but I feel like we didn't maximize the run game today. Our O-line was a little bit off today. So if this is a reoccurring issue, we need quarterback fundamentals in practice: footwork, mechanics, reading the defense. Are these quarterbacks reading the defense, or are they able to do those in-game adjustments? Do we got quarterbacks that do pre-snap reads? Do we have quarterbacks that can do pre-snap reads? Because that's a difference maker. If you can do a pre-snap read, then you can make those adjustments. Who's saying small center? We moved Evan Henry to center today, and he is not small. Coach Perry. He might have stared the wide receiver down. It might have been a simple out route, but it absolutely, at 3rd and 4 with a minute left in the red zone, was a bad call when he could have just ran the ball. Bad call. Usually they don't even really call those types of, they don't really usually call those types of plays. And I'm analyzing that it was 13-14. We're only down by 1. I'm analyzing it. Jackson State's defense in the second quarter pretty much shut down, and you can look at the second quarter snap. You can look at second quarter, and I'm going to pull it up for you just so you know that everybody's saying, oh, We didn't want to give them the ball back. The defense literally eliminated the offense for Grambling in the second quarter. Like at this point, I'm gonna second quarter. In the second quarter, Grambling only had 1 first down. Grambling State had 8 rush attempts. And do you know how much yardage they got? Let me show y'all. -12. They had 8 attempts for -12 yards. Their rushing average was -1.5. So in the second quarter, the defense had all but eliminated the offense in the second quarter. Grambling had 18 receiving yards and negative yardage on the ground. There was no reason to do that. Even if we passed the ball, or no, not excuse me, even if we ran the ball and we were 4th and short and we had to kick the ball down to the red zone for them to bring it back, based off of their stats for the second quarter, the defense was containing their offense. They literally had no run game, and they only had 1 first down. And this is what we call stats. I know you guys are talking about momentum, but going into the locker room, the momentum was on Jackson State side because we were only within 1, and Grambling could not move their offense. And I feel like going into the second half, in the third quarter, you could have started Jacobian Morgan. You could have said, look, we're going to start Jacobian Morgan. And then Morgan would have had time to warm up. Because Grambling's not, if it's Jackson State, if we're doing offense versus offense, Grambling's offense is not scoring. They're not, until they changed momentum and then everything else fell through. But offensively, the defense, Jackson State's defense contained them. Now, of course, if you keep on getting short fields and the defense has to keep going on to the field, of course they're going to get tired. Everybody has their reasoning for the quarterback situation. I feel like playing 2 quarterbacks is not, I don't like it. There must be a reason why TC is not letting or not choosing Jacobian to start the game. All right. So listen, it's not, we can't just blame one person. We can't just blame, it was a culmination of things. I agree that we were definitely undisciplined. Some folks are saying hold TC accountable. I mean, I don't know how you can hold a coach accountable. It's a good thing that this game doesn't count, but I'm worried. I'm side eyeing going into Texas Southern. I don't know, y'all. How we gonna fix it? I know we better straighten up and fly right against Texas Southern. Texas Southern almost beat Lamar, who's 3-1 right now. Shoot. Boy, you gotta tighten up. You gotta tighten up. Because Texas Southern played a good game against Lamar, and they're at home. At first, I was like, "Oh, us having two quarterbacks, that's a good problem to have," and it is. But yeah, on 3rd and 4, the run would have worked. I can look up stats on it and say whether it was more than likely to work or if it wasn't. It more than likely was going to work. We had almost the same amount of rushing yards or rushing attempts as Grambling, except for we got 72 yards, whereas they got -12. Our rushing attempts say that more than likely it's going to work. 9 rushing attempts versus 8, 72 yards versus 12 yards. More than likely, a rushing attempt would have worked. The first question in Monday's press conference should be, why you keep playing McCoy and I don't want to hear about practice? Who asking that question? Who's asking that question? Can you put that question a little bit more professional? You can't come at the coach sideways like that, asking that. You have to ask a question like, you've been utilizing a dual quarterback system for the past 4 games or 3 games. Can you talk about what your thought process is on how you are deciding who starts when, and do you plan on utilizing this dual quarterback system against Texas Southern? All right, let's look at these other scores. Why are we over here worried about how bad we lost? That game didn't count. That game was just like the game against Lamar, the game against Troy, the game against Nichols, the game against, like, it's literally the same exact type of game, right? It doesn't count. I only get paid to win SWAC games. I only get paid to win SWAC games. So we can be all mad and upset and, you know, throwing hissy fits, but at the end of the day, that game didn't count against our conference overall, right? So we can just move right along. And let's look at these other ass whoopings, because they are Jay White over here talking about if they can get through FAMU, and they got scored on 16-59 against Austin P. Good Lord. All right, so before we close out, we're going to look at these other games. If your team lost today, donate $2 to $3 to the channel. So Jay White and his Bulldogs lost 16-49 to 59. Excuse me, 59 points. They about put a 60 piece on you. Central Arkansas 56-17. Florida A&M 12-34. Jackson State 20-41. Sutton 31-24. And I seen Coach Green coming in here trying to talk shit to us. How you gonna talk shit to us and you lost to us? What? Texas Southern 17-20. Mississippi Valley 66-0. Clark Atlanta University versus Bethune-Cookman 38-37. Damn. And that's it for that. It's hard out here in the SWAC. All right, let's look at next week. Next week, Alcorn State. Oh, no. Alcorn State versus McNeese. They don't have that final up yet, but they got their ass whooped too. So next week, Alabama State versus Bethune-Cookman. Alabama A&M versus Florida A&M. Alcorn State versus Mississippi Valley State. Hell, that game, I'm rooting for Valley. Jackson State versus Southern. Texas Southern. Grambling versus Prairie View. If Grambling beats Prairie View, then it's a wrap. Grambling done already clinched the West, I believe. They ain't losing to UAPB. They ain't gonna lose to Alcorn. That's a wrap, ain't it? The only way you getting through to the SWAC championship is through the hole, and you know they asses be cheating a little bit. So it's a wrap. Can somebody please stop saying this dumbass shit? Come on, bruh. I think TC holding back plays for divisional games. No, stop. You could have said that 2 games ago, but at this point, no. You don't need to be holding back nothing. Holding back and losing? Jay White, Austin P lost. I believe they got a new head coach this year. If Maynard don't beat JSU, okay, or FAMU, we firing that boy. He know that. Well, Jay White, you might as well pack your bags then, because you're not beating both of them. So what are you saying? That if you guys lose to FAMU next week, you're firing him? You're going to fire Coach Maynard. FAMU hasn't lost in Bragg in like 6 years, 5 or 6 years. Let me hold back some plays so we can get 40 scored on us by Grambling. Bruh, please stop. People assume Texas Southern would be 0-4 now, but Texas Southern has proved they're no punks. I mean, I believe Texas Southern is 1-3. I ain't say they wasn't no punks, but it's not like they're reigning champs. They're 1-2. All A&M got to do is lock down Teletubby. Who's Teletubby, Jay White? Who is Teletubby? Huh. I want to know who Teletubby is, because I don't know who that is. You over here talking about locking somebody down, and you let Austin P put a 59 piece on you, all flats. I ain't gonna lie, we got cooked tonight in Grambling. Our ass got cooked. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, damn. And why are you putting in that true freshman? He had already got cooked by a
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked. 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 Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
I ain't about to look, wait, the way we was just playing, the way our offense was just playing, the way our quarterbacks was just playing. I ain't about to say shit about somebody's quarterback. Right, dead the narrative about if he, yeah, like no, we don't get paid just to win SWAC games. You got to win them games, bro. You got to take them out. And we getting ready to go to Texas Southern. All right, y'all. I'm gonna end the live. I'm gonna end with, of course, all of our good days outweigh our bad days. I was definitely complaining. This is us. We got skull drug, boy. Look at that. Skull drug. Oh, we don't like him anyway. I don't even know why he on my channel. Send that to the upper room. Send him to the upper room. Now, you know, if I don't fool with you on Twitter, I'm definitely blocking you in here. You was better off just being quiet and kikiing at our pain. The MEAC people may have a point. Might be time to schedule top 25 teams in the FCS before conference play. Ed, that is probably the most asinine thing that I have ever heard in my whole entire life. Your team is not going to play better because you schedule a top 25 team. It's not. It's not. It's not. Furthermore, damn, North Carolina A&T is in the CAA, which is arguably one of the top conferences for like out of conference play, right? What did out of conference play get? Howard got their ass whooped by Hampton, right? Norfolk State beat VMI. Okay, Big Worm keeping his job. Richmond beat the dog mess out of Delaware State. So what did them scheduling Richmond do for Delaware State? Do you think that's going to make them play better because they played Richmond? No. Do you think Howard scheduling Hampton is going to make Howard play better and they lost to Hampton? No. Do you think North Carolina A&T, it looks like, didn't beat all the black schools? I want to know where A&T Roy is because he said we're going to beat all the black schools, but allegedly, but that turned out to be a lie because North Carolina A&T got skull drugged by North Carolina Central. Mind you, North Carolina A&T is in the CAA. So no, Ed, iron does not sharpen iron. Because the same way that North Carolina A&T got their ass whooped by North Carolina Central, that's not going to make North Carolina A&T play better. They're going to continue to get their ass whooped for the remainder of the season. Your iron is not going to be sharpened anymore. Texas Southern just played Lamar, and it might help them a little bit, but overall, that genre saying playing out of conference games is going to help you somehow. Delaware State is not going to get any better because they got their ass whooped by Richmond. Not going to help them. Not going to help them. Whew, let me see. So, yeah, I'm getting ready to go to bed. I can't believe that my team lost. I didn't even eat dinner because I was so sick. I couldn't even eat. It looks like we lost the tiger fight. Talking about a red wedding, we lost. So I guess we now know which tiger we were. What? Y'all have a good night. Have a good night.
I've had some weary days and some sleepless nights. But when I look around,
Oh my God. Now here's my thing. Sis, Lord, somebody just tagged me on Instagram. Now, sis, now why would you tag me on Instagram? Let me see if I can pull it up for y'all. Now, sis, now why would you do that? Let me see if I can pull it up for y'all. I don't mind being petty. I'm a petty individual. I don't mind at all. I really don't. But why would you tag me on that? I can't. I'm trying to see if I can find it for you guys before we leave. Like, why would you do that? Let me see if I could pull it up for y'all. Because why would you do that? I am. See, this is the thing, and it happens all the time, right? When Jackson State lose, I get folks that be petty and they'll be in my mentions or, for whatever reason, right? They'll be in my mentions, which I don't mind. I'm petty. I don't mind at all. But bruh. If you got me context to it now. All right.
Mr. Winfield, do you have a rebuttal to the rebuttal?
I have to.
Why are you
All
putting me
these
on my
Jackson
page and
people,
tagging
including
me?
myself, 'cause I
Trying to
live
be
in Jackson.
petty.
We're
You
gonna
know
get
I
on this
you got
highway and
me
drive
blocked
the
on
I-20. You're gonna
Twitter,
see all these blue
but
and
you
white
posted
pom
me on your
poms. Y'all
page.
assuming, oh, we're gonna go there and win. It's gonna be easy. Listen, man, that says a lot about Mickey Joseph that he benched the incoming offensive player of the year. If you don't get it done at Grambling, we have a standard. We have expectation. No one's bigger than the team.
Right.
The fact that he would take Crawley and sit him down for a series, that tells you he means business and he demands greatness. And you're gonna see greatness on Saturday night.
Right. And so just but I feel like Mr. Winfield
got
might be
me
adding a
blocked on
little
Twitter,
extra to
but
the
you can
top
send me and tag
with
me on
regard to
Instagram.
how good
I guess we not blocked
the
on
offense
Instagram.
is and how good that defense is. He's kind of piling it. I get it, Mr. Winfield. Gas him up. But let's just put context to it now. All right.
You got me blocked
Mr.
on
Winfield,
Twitter.
do you have a rebuttal to the rebuttal?
I am blocked on Twitter, but you can clip me and tag me, sis, on
all
Instagram.
these Jackson people, including myself, because I live in Jackson, we're gonna get on this highway and drive the I-20. You're gonna see all these blue and white pom poms. Y'all assuming, oh, we're gonna go there and win. It's gonna be easy. Listen, man, that says a lot about Mickey.
Bruh. Oh my God, sis, how you? That's a different level of petty, ain't it? Me, she's blocked on Twitter. I'm blocked on Twitter. We blocked on Twitter, but we ain't blocked on.
Offensive player of the year.
So
if you don't get
I'm
it done
guessing,
at Grambling, we have a standard.
I'm guessing
we have
tag me on
expectations.
Instagram.
No one's bigger than the team.
Right.
The fact that he would take Crawley and sit him down for a series, that tells you he means business and he demands greatness. And you're gonna see greatness on Saturday night.
Right. And so just but I feel like
all right. So we're gonna end out. Don't ask me to be on none of these shows. Don't ask me to do nothing. Get somebody else to do it. Don't ask me.
Brett from Miller with the bases loaded in the.
He made a big time, Willie. He gone, Willie. He made a big time. How you gonna fix it?